The Justice Department is asking the U.S. Supreme Court to maintain Americans' access to the abortion pill Mifepristone, and China says it won't sell weapons to the parties involved in the war in Ukraine. Good morning. I'm Corva Coleman from NPR News, and here are today's top stories. The suspect in the leaking of sensitive Pentagon documents online will be arraigned today in Boston. Jack Teixeira will be charged under a provision of the Espionage Act. The Justice Department has asked the U.S. Supreme Court to stop any changes limiting access to an abortion medication while a federal lawsuit plays out. Meanwhile, NPR's Selena Simmons-Duffin reports doctors who provide abortions are trying to navigate legal uncertainty.
There are currently competing court decisions in different parts of the country that concern access to Mifepristone. That's one medication used to stop a pregnancy, either for abortion or in treatment of a miscarriage. It's used in combination with another drug. Doctors who provide abortion, like Dr. Kristen Brandy, are calling each other, trying to figure out whether they can keep prescribing medicine that has been standard practice for decades.
Offices are getting calls from patients asking if they can still get their medication abortion that they have scheduled. So it's just been mayhem.
Any changes to access will only affect this one drug used for abortions and likely only in some places, but the legal situation for physicians is still very unclear. Selena Simmons-Duffin, NPR News.
A wildfire continues to burn in northern New Jersey. It's about a third contained. The fire is about 700 acres, but it's threatening several homes. New Jersey Forest Fire Service Chief Greg McLaughlin says that's because the surrounding area is filled with flammable items.
These are pieces of bark and pine needles, if you will, leaves and other debris that catch fire and then travel sometimes long distances to start new spot fires.
Meanwhile, in Wisconsin, Governor Tony Evers has declared a state of emergency because of heightened wildfire conditions there. China says it won't sell weapons to the parties involved in the conflict in Ukraine. It's a response to concerns from the U.S. and others that China was considering providing military assistance to Russia. NPR's Awen Cao reports from Beijing.
Speaking at a news conference with his visiting German counterpart in Beijing, Chinese Foreign Minister Qin Gang reiterated China's willingness to help facilitate negotiations to find a peaceful resolution to the Ukraine conflict. He said that all parties should remain, quote, objective and calm. When speaking about the concerns over the tensions in the Taiwan Strait, Qin said that Taiwan was, quote, China's internal affair and bore no outside interference, and, quote, Taiwan independence and peace cannot coexist. Beijing recently held large-scale military drills around Taiwan in an attempt to intimidate the island it claims as its own territory after its President Tsai Ing-wen's U.S. visit. Awen Cao, NPR News, Beijing.
This is NPR.